Welcome to the Confidence Café, the podcast where I give you strategies to develop strong confidence. Hi, I'm Karina from KG Confidence Coaching, a life coach specialized in confidence building. I work with teenagers between the age of 12 and 25 to help them thrive in school, at home, and in their life in general. In this podcast, I give you all the tools, tips, and motivation necessary to increase your self-esteem and tackle down self-doubt. Now, let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to the Confidence Café for a new episode. Today I'm going to help you make decisions because I know a lot of people struggle with that. Making a decision is very important. Any decision can have a tremendous impact on your life, so it's important that you make the right one. You have to choose wisely in order to bring inspiring moments into your life. We live in a world where every single aspect of our life is being uploaded on social media to be commented on by family, friends, or even strangers sometimes. So we can be tempted to leave the decision-making to another person, so that we don't need to bear the brunt for any troubles that may come. But this outside validation is not what is going to help you build a balanced and happy life. On the contrary, the race for the approval of others is a sure way to get you lost in a spiral of unwanted stress. You can't please everybody all the time. So you cannot leave big decisions impacting your life to anybody else but yourself. You need to build the confidence to trust in yourself and in your capacities to make the right decision. So here are my 3 personal tips to help you reach this level of confidence in your decision-making abilities. Step 1. Follow your guts. The first impression is often the right one. It's the one that shows where your heart wants to go. But wait here. It doesn't mean you have to systematically follow your first idea without even questioning it. Whether it is deciding to go or not to a party, or how far you really want to go with your love interests, your guts are here to tell you right away how you feel about it. And it tells you if you want to do it or not. Look inside of you. You will find your answer. You will always know how you feel about any given situation. The difficult part is only, are you ready to make this decision? Can you be honest with yourself and admit that's what you really want to do? Your intuition is there to offer you guidance, and it reveals your character. It shows how you really want to live your life and what you really want out of it. It is also a powerful reminder that you are in charge here. You are the one and only person who has any rights to make decisions regarding your life. You're on the driver's seat. You take your life in the direction you want to go for. There is no such thing as the right path or the wrong path. There's only your path. When it comes to making a big decision, we can be tempted by the good old pros and cons list, weighing on a piece of paper what can be the benefits of any choice we have. But deep inside, we already know what decision is the right one for us. Sometimes there is such a thing as too much information, too much choice. You feel overloaded, and even more confused by the amount of data you have to consider now. So, you'd be better off listening to your inner voice and going with it. But a word of caution here. I'm talking about gut instinct. It's a very different thing from an emotional response. Making a decision should never be done under the influence of a strong emotional response to any given situation. When I say strong emotions, I mean anger, joy, fear, or sadness. These would actually alter your judgment, and most likely you would later regret the decision you've made. Take your time. This is a very common hard sale technique, putting you under pressure to make the decision rapidly. You feel a sense of emergency, and it prevents you from listening to yourself. Instead, the fear of missing out is taking over, and you make a decision based on emotion instead of instinct. This leads you to regretting having made the decision and beating yourself up for having done it. If you've been put on the spot and asked to make a quick decision, there's an element of surprise too. Surprise them back by asking you a lot of follow-up questions. This will buy you the time you need to make the right decision instead of an impulse one. As I mentioned earlier, strong emotions are bad when it comes to the decision-making process. If you are about to make a decision and you are angry, overly happy, scared, or sad, go for a walk. When we walk, we have the best ideas and we make the best decision. We are left with nothing but ourselves and we calm the brain enough for it to return to a neutral state of calm. This is the best state to make a decision. Thinking positively can also help us make the right decision. If you go negatively about a situation and believe that it will go wrong, you will make sure you're right by sabotaging yourself and then concluding that it was a bad decision after all. If you go positively about it, you will ensure things go smoothly and won't regret your decision. Ask around smartly. When it comes to your haircut, who do you trust the most? Your hairdresser or your GP? Your hairdresser, of course. Your GP is a very qualified person, but in its own subject. Everybody has their own speciality, the thing they are really good at. So when asking for someone's advice, choose wisely. Who's the best suited to assist you with each decision? When you get too many opinions, you can easily feel overwhelmed. You're also afraid to disappoint the ones whose advice you didn't follow. You may think they will feel left out. At the end of the day, you're the one who will have to live with the consequences of your decision. So you need to pick the right person to guide you. If you're a teenager, most likely the first people you will go to when it comes to making an important decision are your parents and friends. This is the same at every age, by the way. Our parents have wisdom and experience we don't have. It makes sense to ask them. Our friends, they love us and they want the best for us. They also have a different view of the situation. Their point of view is valid to us, of course. That should be where it ends, but you have no idea how many more positions you actually take into account before making any single decision. Peer pressure and the fear of not belonging is a very important factor. You are influenced by the group and your prediction of how they would react when your decision is made. Peer pressure can unfortunately lead to bad choices, or they are not based on what you want, but what you think people want you to want. Stay true to yourself. Never assume a group knows better than you what is good for you. What is wrong, even if everybody is doing it. And what is right, even if you're the only one doing it. Thank you for listening until the end. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget you can get more information regarding this on my website, www.ktconfidencecoaching.ie. You can also find the blog article on the website. And if you're the parent of a teen and you need a bit of help boosting their confidence, there is a free masterclass that you can watch on my website. You will find the link in the description below. See you soon.